back here with us on Overdrive. We recently snagged a slice of the delectable all-new KTM 390 Adventure in its second generation, and what a tasty treat it turned out to be. Here's Chris with all the details.
Now we are out here in the lovely Goa to check out KTM's new 390 Adventure. Yes, it's one of the most anticipated motorcycles of our modern era, and of course this all new ground up motorcycle promises a lot in the sub 500 adventure category of motorcycles. It's got a host of new tech. It's got the engine from the Duke 390, that lovely LC4C engine, and of course a different chassis and all new dynamic overall. Now we have a limited time to check out what this motorcycle is all about, so let's get right to it. Now, the motorcycle comes equipped with a good amount of riding kit as well, in the form of a slip and assist clutch, the bidirectional quick shifter, which is great, and with a longer subframe, some more feasible proportions, this new generation 390 Adventure is a proper off-road focused machine. Now what sticks out like a sore thumb for me would have to be that underbelly exhaust, which you would assume tarnishes this bike's water wading capacity. But then again, some videos from KTM tend to prove otherwise. Sadly, we didn't get a chance to test that bit out here in Goa. You get a crisp 5-inch TFT display with a good amount of info on there, and the layout is nice and easy to decipher on the go. There's Bluetooth connectivity with call management, turn-by-turn navigation and music controls in there as well. And you also get a 3-axis IMU that allows lean-sensitive traction control and ABS. Then you have stuff like cruise control with this model, so there's a healthy amount of electronics on there. And there's the ride-by-wire throttle that gives you 3 ride modes and maps as well. So basically there's a lot for you to get settled in very nicely with this bike, and the new seating arrangement is quite nice on this motorcycle as well. In terms of performance, the new 390 Adventure packs that gem of an LC4C liquid-cooled single-cylinder motor, which is already known to throw a nice strong punch indeed. It puts out 46 PS and 39 Nm of max power and torque, just like the 390 Duke, but now it's hooked up to a 6-speed gearbox with a new set of ratios, and that is meant to improve on low-end tractability, in true adventure form. Now it runs a 46-14 sprocket setup compared to the previous 45-15 setup from before. The adjustable suspension gives you the option of setting up the bike just the way you want it to respond given your trails or the terrain you're facing, and you'll need a C-spanner to get that preload at the rear monoshock still. So yes, the new 390 Adventure, well, it no longer feels like a Duke 390 with a wider handlebar and a tweaked riding stance. Not only has it improved over the older bike, but it has evolved into a more capable, versatile machine that can manage various terrains and riding scenarios ranging from leisurely rides to pacey highway jaunts, and it won't feel out of place given some hard off-road trails as well, even in the stock form. It's a motorcycle that novice and pro riders will have a complete blast on. This bike will set you back by 3,67,000 rupees ex-showroom, which some might find a little steep. But then again, if you're not looking to go nuts off-road, you have the more road-biased 390 Adventure X model as an option. Now that one misses out on the tubeless spoke wheels, the adjustable suspension, ride modes, traction control, cruise control, cornering, ABS, none of that. And that one cost rupees 2,91,000 ex-showroom. Okay, now to sum things up out here with the second generation 390 Adventure. Now it is exactly what a lot of us imagined when the covers were pulled off this motorcycle towards the end of last year. Yep, it is all of that because it is up on power. It's got a good amount of power now with the new LC4C engine. The new chassis gives it a whole new dynamic in terms of agility. The way the wheels are set up, 21, 17, tubeless tires, spoked wheels, great setup off-road, and not only off-road, but I mean, even if you take this thing touring, it's just so comfortable and easy to ride. In terms of electronics, I wouldn't term it as better, but I'd like to think of it as being a little more accommodating, because even if you're new to the segment of riding or new to the entire off-road or adventurous kind of lifestyle, this motorcycle with the kind of electronics that are on there, switchable traction control, ABS, and the ride modes and everything, it will really help you out and get you used to this motorcycle in a jiffy. It's just so easy to ride, and you'll just have a blast. You're not going to get tired of riding this one anytime soon. So the 390 Adventure always aimed to be that go-to motorcycle that could do pretty much everything in your garage, and it fares really well at that, I should say, because when it comes to touring, riding off-road and slight trails, it's got you covered on all bases. So really good, really fun. And in terms of build, so functionality, form, this thing really has it. If you're in the market looking for that sub 500cc motorcycle that can do it all, the KTM 390 Adventure is definitely one to look out for.
Well, it's time to head into our final break here on the show, but don't go anywhere, because on the other side we tell you about new tech that will make parking in tight spots a breeze.